Traders, Tamir from Fibonacci Traders here. Stock a day. Palantir is up an astonishing 287% this year, fueled by its AI innovation and strategic leap from the NYSE to the NASDAQ. This move could drive massive buying pressure as it eyes inclusion in the NASDAQ 100, the QQQ, creating new opportunities for traders. Join me on this video as we analyze the momentum, valuation, and what this means for short and long-term strategies. Let's decode the next move on Palantir. Like, subscribe, stay tuned. Palantir stock has just hit $61, marking an astounding 144% surge in only 3 months. Do you remember the numbers? You recognize the numbers? 144, Fibonacci number. 3 is a Fibonacci number. But what's even more remarkable is that institutional buying frenzy. Wall Street, biggest players, including BlackRock and Vanguard, have increased their holdings by 40% and 25% respectively. What's behind this accumulation? Palantir's recent announcements to shift its listing to the NASDAQ, the QQQ, which could trigger over $1 billion in forced buying due to ETF index inclusion. The last time we saw a similar scenario with Tesla, early investors enjoyed an 80% gain in just 1 year. Now, if you're short on time, here's the key takeaway. This move to NASDAQ has set the stage for a potential rally. But to understand the full picture, stick around as I break down the numbers and explain why institutions are peeling in. BlackRock and Vanguard, two of the world's largest asset managers, are positioning themselves for something bigger. Their confidence speaks volume about Palantir's growth potential and the massive opportunities ahead. Now, is it time to sell, to buy, to hold? What should we do? To answer that, you must look for the same patterns institutions follow, time-tested strategies for spotting momentum. Palantir recently announced the switch from NYSE to NASDAQ, a move that's more than just administrative. Since August, the stock has climbed from 25 to 61. As we said, a staggering 144% gains. But here's the real kicker. Big institutions are not selling. They're buying even more. BlackRock and Vanguard now collectively holding nearly half of the company. This increased in institutional holdings up 5% in just a month. And it's no coincidence. 5 is a Fibonacci number. Why this surge in accumulation? Several factors. Trump's recent victory, surging AI adoption, and increased defense spending project through 2025 and beyond. Palantir's unmatched moat, built on proprietary AI framework and high-level security clearance, set it apart in a sector poised for exponential growth. These factors align with its move to the NASDAQ, which brings added benefits like increased analyst coverage and higher trading volumes. When companies transition to the NASDAQ, they typically experience a 30 to 40% rise in daily trading volume. Palantir's inclusion could prompt QQQ funds and other index trackers to buy millions of shares, creating substantial upward pressure on the stock price. Historical data supports this. Tesla, Palo Alto Networks, and NVIDIA all experience significant gains after a similar move. Based on Palantir's current market cap of $130 billion and the expected buying pressure from index funds, millions of shares will need to be purchased. This influx of forced buying could ignite a rally similar to those seen with other major tech companies. Moreover, the stock options market is already liquid, which could attract even more interest, while additional analyst coverage and retail participation are likely to follow. Fundamentally, Palantir's business remains strong, with its bootcamp program boasting 90% retention rates and deal sizes jumping by 50% in 2024 alone. The company is also well positioned to benefit from increased government contracts under the new administration, potentially driving its valuation higher. The parallels with Tesla and Palo Alto Networks, with surge under similar conditions, are striking. The current economic backdrop mirrors those periods, with falling interest rates and a strong tech sector leading to recovery. Institutions are pouring money into growth stocks, and Palantir is right at the center of this momentum. The bull case projects a price range of 110 to 120, driven by higher multiplies, growth, and expanding government contracts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hit Palantir's chart. Palantir chart. Look at the previous week, the first week of November, 40% up. Last week, 12.6% up. Now, 57 on the weekly is the support. 56.40 is on the daily. Friday, 11% to the upside, with closing at the high of the day, which means Palantir once again closed second week in a row at the high of the week. Long continuation, and we will see 78 and 93 incoming, in my opinion, in a very short time. Remember, no one has a crystal ball. As traders, the only thing we have full control of is risk management. Always follow risk management set of rules and protect your downside by putting stop loss. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you found it helpful, educational. If so, like, subscribe, check the links in the description below. Join me on this amazing journey on how to make money trading the stock market. Until the next video, stay safe.